Welcome back to One Shot Gaming. We are back with Cocoon. Last time, we are carrying these planets. We shot a bunch of diamonds and fought our father. Our supposed, I don't know what that was, but we shot him. And now I don't know what's going on.
Me neither.
Me neither. Okay, I'm gonna use this one because. Oh wait. Last time, did we shoot this thing here?
Can you describe it?
Like, remember that this power shoots diamonds.
Yeah, I remember the diamond part.
Now, what does this do? Are we supposed to be doing this?
Uh,
Well, the music is doing that, so I'm gonna assume yes. Okay, cool. Run away. Oh, okay, well now I need to...
from the pain?
Yeah, I need to run away. Wait, I feel like I'm missing one. Yeah, didn't I have a purple one? Or
I don't recall.
Am I tripping out? I know we had 3. Unless we're inside of one right now. Secrets?
Do you have... I know, because you also did the lamp puzzle where you had to take 2 lamps at once.
Yeah. Oh. Yep, that was a secret. Alright. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Okay. Alright, let's continue on. How about I go back in with the white one?
So, Paul, how you been?
You know, crazy stuff. I've been hearing a lot of good things about a certain game coming out soon.
The new Xbox?
Yes, the new Xbox game. Like the next console, it's not even a console, it's a game.
It's a game.
It's a game.
You boot it up in your old...
You're in the game.
It's a new OS for your Xbox.
You know what's funny? I did see ads. Microsoft's promoting Halo for some reason, and I'm like, all right. No, but Hellblade 2 is coming out soon. And man, this game has been like teased for years now. I mean, not as much as Metroid Prime 4, but you know. Well, but then again, Metroid Prime 4 has only been teased once and never heard of again. When Hellblade has had like what, 7? Like it had a trailer every year or something.
Yeah. We still need to play the first one.
Well, we're gonna play it. Well, I'm gonna play it off camera because I don't know. That game is a little too beyond indie because we here at One Shot Gaming play indie games one.
We're playing a Game of the Year award right now.
It's an indie game. Okay. Well, first of all, this game didn't get Game of the Year. No.
Oh yeah, it did it. It did it. It was what was it?
Best indie game. Or something. I forgot what it... I think it was best indie game. I'm gonna have to look back at it. But something crazy is happening.
All I know is that it beat Volcano High, and I think they got gypped from that.
You know, it's funny. I was actually thinking about Volcano High today.
Why?
Because I was like, is this game ever coming out on Xbox? Or Switch, you know?
I highly doubt it.
Did Sony fund it?
Yeah. It was supposed to be the PlayStation 5 launch.
Oh, garbage. It's okay.
Which I'm surprised that it took them that long to release the PS5. Like last year, right?
One game. No, it's funny that I think people were talking about that because there is a certain game coming out on PlayStation soon that I'm a little jealous that I won't get to play until it comes out on PC or if miraculously it comes out on other systems.
What game?
Stellar Blade.
Oh, that's right.
So, for the people who don't know, which I'm pretty sure you should know, because it's been talked about for the past few months. Which is funny because I've known about this game for a long time, but it seems like some. Oh shit!
You okay?
Yeah, like I went in here got in that warp out and
Uh-huh.
then came out of here.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Are you gonna do that again?
I don't know. Okay, let's see. Let me see. I'm gonna explore as I keep talking about Stellar Blade. So anyway,
Cool.
this is Stellar Blade. Um, it I've known about it because the funny part is that when I heard about this game, it was when it had finally gotten its name,
Mm-hmm.
and because it was called Project Eve when it was first announced like years ago. I think this was before the PS5 and the Series X came out.
Yeah.
However, it was supposed to be it was supposed to be multi-platform. And I guess that never happened because Sony
Oof.
came in and was like, "Hey, we'll pay you money to develop the game." And Shift Up was like, "Okay," and now it's a PlayStation exclusive, and it's like, man, life sucks. But it is what it is. With Sony and how they tend to Sony does that all the time. They tend to always acquire projects rather than studios, unlike Microsoft, who do the fucking opposite. Instead of acquiring projects, they acquire full-fledged fucking studios. But it's just, I know eventually Stellar Blade is going to come out on PC, so I'm just holding out for that. And so when it comes out, as of this recording, it comes out like in a month. So I'll see what happens. And then, people are comparing it to Nier Automata right now.
Oh yeah, because it's just the main character.
Yeah, because I don't know how should I explain this? Like, a lot of people are hyping the game up, but other people are trying to I see. Other people are trying to like talk about how the game has an attractive female character, and that's not good for society,
Anyone.
right? And it's
No,
like,
anyone in general.
is it really anyone? Well, I think they're overreacting. In fact, I think I read an article recently because I think they asked the CEO of Shift Up what he thought about those comments,
Mm-hmm.
and all he said was, "Oh, I think I know how to do this." He didn't say that. He said, "Oh," he said, uh, he said something along the lines of like, we're not trying to make a realistic game. We're just trying to make an action adventure game. Like when it comes to realism in games, like The Last of Us, Red Dead Redemption, the characters look
Yeah.
a lot more like normal people, right? The NPCs, right? Or even
Mm-hmm.
main characters. And there's been a lot of conversation about how like a lot of video game companies are starting to, I guess, make games woke, which is kind of like, listen, it's in the end, it's what the developer wants to make. If they want to make their character look like that, fine, but like, don't get pissed off at other developers when they try to make their characters exaggerated,
Oh
or
yeah.
something beyond what an average person looks like, because in the end, it happens in movies too,
Oh, yeah.
who like in superhero movies, Marvel movies, DC movies. I'm not like, the superheroes look beautiful.
Fucking beautiful. There's not even one single superhero with a thinning hairline.
Well, there was Old Cap.
Yeah, he still had a good amount of hair. That doesn't count.
No, I don't think so. No. But what movies tend to do nowadays is they add more diversity, which is a good thing, but at the same time, I don't want to say it's a bad thing because I don't want to piss off people. What I want to say is that what tends to happen is sometimes people take diversity over actual story writing. If you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
So will this close? No, this will not close. Okay, cool.
It's closed?
It's not closed.
Oh, okay.
So now I can put these two together. But anyways, going back to the topic of Stellar Blade, it's a lot of people are just basically saying that the that developers shouldn't be making games like this anymore. And it's like, dude, it's not your game. If you want to make your own game with your own, like, you know, diverse cast of characters, you can do that. Let other people do whatever the hell they want, you know? There's always the option of not buying their game if you really don't agree with it, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And
But then look what happened to DOA Extreme 3. They're like, fuck that, we're not going to release it there if you're going to be like that.
right, I mean, sometimes I think developers from other countries might want to take a chance on, like, you know.
I think, in all honesty, if they were to ever kind of listen to that crowd, they should just ask them, are you going to buy it and play it? Or were you even going to buy it and play it? And then they said no. It's like, do not even, like, consider their, like, you know, opinions and such. Like, nope. If you're not the audience, we're not selling it to you. That's your fault. But this is why I think they should make a DOA Extreme, but with the male cast.
Oh, Juan. But go ahead, Juan. I'll hear you out.
I'm. That would be fantastic. They have a shit ton of male characters as well. It's funny because when DOA came out, the first DOA Extreme beach volleyball came out, I thought to myself, and if you look up what year that came out, you go, oh shit, since then? Yes, I thought, oh, they're probably going to make one for the guys too. My first thought was like, well, all they can basically do is just make their junk kind of like, you know, move within the fabric.
Oh my god.
Swaying in the sense like those like really tight, like Speedo looking, you know, fucking swimsuits and such. I mean, you have twinks, you have muscle men, tall men, bears, the whole cast and crew there. You're wasting potential, and I can guarantee you some guys will buy that unironically and play it. Hell, like I don't even know if DOA Extreme had mud wrestling. You could put that for the guys.
Good
A
old
little
man
fighting in there.
Wrestling.
So, do that, and we'll see how that goes. And if it goes well, then you can release, you know.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like, I know there'd be a group of people who would probably want that, but in the end, you're talking to the Japanese crowd who.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. Japan tends to they know eye candy, and it's usually revolves around female characters, not male characters. And I don't want to knock them down for doing that, but you know, also
it's like just give it a shot.
Give it a shot.
You won't know what you have until you
trust
show it
me.
off.
I played Shift Stuff's other game, Nikkei, and honestly, if you mention anything like that, because it's funny, because Nikkei has scenarios like that where they tend to also make, because okay, Nikkei is fully a bunch of, you know, girls, right? A bunch of female characters who have like crazy assets, if you know what I mean. But there are also some male characters who are like, goddamn, all these characters could be played by Ryan Gosling. But like, it's funny when they use their beauty in the game, it's usually as a joke.
Yeah.
Because like recently there was the April Fools the April Fools jokes.
Mm-hmm.
And last year, one of the ending scenes for it was like that one of the characters came out of your shower. Oops. and he was like
Whoa.
basically shirtless, and everybody was like, of course, all the since I'm mostly males play that game. I've seen some female streamers play the game, but like honestly, it's kind of like All right, cool.
Actually, to kind of add on to the whole male DOA extreme, I realized something. So, one thing that they advertised within DOAX 2 and 3 is like the improvement of like physics and like lighting and sunlight, if that makes sense. I could be wrong with that. Like one of the big things was like your characters can now get tans, and they play to like long time in the sun. They'll eventually have tan lines depending on what clothes they were or what outfit they were wearing. And I'm going, if they do one for the guys, the big thing that they literally could focus on is the muscles, how it like the flexing and all, every kind of contortion that they can be doing. That's something they can do and utilize, because I could be wrong with this, but some of that sort of development in the engine kind of went to Dead or Alive 4 and 5, because I noticed like even sweating, like they even mentioned like your character sweats now, and in the third one they're improving the whole like physique, like you have butt jiggles now that actually seem more real and so forth. But now it's like, well, now you have fully almost exposed guys who are nothing but muscle and fat.
They're all
You
muscle.
can now utilize the engine to kind of simulate all that. So that's something they could put their their skill towards, and that can actually be applied to
The only person
their
who could
next
probably
Dead
do
game.
that is Kojima.
Huh?
No, I was kidding.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Dude, Kojima
Oh, the-
loves realism.
Oh yeah, like the little things, like it's insane. But like yeah, it's like if any Japanese developer somehow wind up on this video,
So,
yeah,
Yeah,
make a volleyball all guys and just focus on the muscles and all
Well,
that.
specifically-
as long as it's good too, as long as it's
specifically
good fun.
any Koei Tecmo people.
Yeah, specifically,
But remember,
or even ex-employees
who
as
want
well.
who want to make a spin-off of the game.
Yeah. There you go. I'm not lying. Like the moment you showcase those muscles, like
Also,
actually
steal that.
protruding realistically, you're gonna get an audience, like no doubt. So I'm just throwing it out there, and if it works out, can I get some credit for that?
Just put me as special thanks.
Yeah, special thanks.
Oh man. But going back to the original topic, let's hope Stellar Blade ends up really good. Also, I think I have to take both of these things.
I hope so too, in all honesty.
Because in the end, who will determine what is a good game or not? Depending how much money it makes. Because I'm just going to talk about it because we're relatively extremely small channel. I'm just going to say this right now. Let me talk about Hogwarts Legacy last year. It's insane that so many people boycotted this game, but what did that get them? It made the game the best-selling game of last year. And
Yep.
that's their fault, because if they would have just ignored it, I'm pretty sure people would have seen this game as a random Harry Potter game. They would have never thought to try it, but because people went out of their way to be like, no, never play this game. This game harms people, or is because the author is known to be like
To believe in certain ways.
certain politics, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people wanted to boycott it, but because you boycotted it, you gave the game attention, and when you give the game attention in the gaming world, once you give it reaches a certain crowd, that will basically be like, oh yeah, we're going to make these people's life hell by
Yep.
supporting it. So it just backfires. It just straight up backfires. So with Stellar Blade, I've been seeing like articles of like how certain like outlets are talking about how like the only people who play this game are lonely gamers or some stuff, or and then other people online are saying that this type of game is unacceptable in this age or whatever. It's like, okay, you by talking about it, you're giving people a reason to want to check out the game. So you're not helping yourself.
What's funny is that
What am I doing? Shit. But go
I
ahead,
have no
Juan.
clue.
But go ahead, Juan. Go ahead, Juan.
what's funny is that like how you bring it up the whole like if you give it attention, it's gonna fall into a certain crowd and it's gonna get more attention through that. It's like really similar. It's extremely similar to what happened. Do you know who Jaden Animation is?
Yes, I think.
It's the Storytime YouTuber. So what happened was that people will make fan art of her character, which is essentially just her, but cartoonified.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, people start saying like, "Oh, she says never to draw her in that that certain way." Not gonna say it, but you can kind of tell what I'm implying. And whenever they would do that, whenever someone says you're not supposed to draw her like that, that's offensive. That's that hurts her. What happens? Like you mentioned, it reaches a certain crowd. Like, oh yeah, well I'm gonna keep doing it, right?
Yeah.
So throughout many years, people have said that. And there was, I believe, a year or two ago, there was like interview that they had with her, and she was there in person, talking to the interviewer, and then they asked her like, "What are your thoughts with all the the explicit fan art that people have drawn of your character?" And she went on to say that she tends to just ignore it because although she doesn't like it, she never brought attention to it. And she even said, the people that have been saying that I've told others not to draw that or draw my, character that way, I've never said that. I just chose to ignore it because I knew it was going to bring attention if I brought it up. But unfortunately, those people did that anyway. And I'm going, that makes sense. You just ignore it, let it continue, whatever. It's like the internet's going to be the internet. And you don't pay no mind to it. People just leave it there. But because some people are getting antagonized by it and people love to do that, they're going to do it. And I'm going, shit. That literally puts everyone else, because even some people have, like, I would read some comments saying, like, she has said it in the videos in the past, don't do that. But she came out saying, like, I didn't want to give it any attention, so I never mentioned it. It's like, so what happened? So why were some people saying there was a video of her saying, don't do that, when in actuality, she probably never even hinted it that much. It's like, you guys did this to yourselves. And to her, but she's still going, still strong. Like, she just goes like, oh, I generally don't care. But it amazed me, like, from that one segment, it's like, guys, you fucked up then. She played the long game, and you guys just, went in and just sabotaged yourselves. Like, great. That explains everything now. That's why it's like similar to Stellar Blade. Like, I completely forgot about it. And now I'm getting articles and people talking about it and going, yeah, here we go.
Here we go.
Should have just left it alone.
Yeah. Also, I think I figured out what to do. Okay. Let's see if this works. But moral of the story.
Tell me if it works.
Moral of the story is, Juan, you should have told me. Because I can't believe it. But moral of the story is, we basically were talking in podcast mode right now.
Oh no! Yeah, exactly.
And
I didn't want to. Okay, for context, when we started recording, he never shared his screen. He
So-
was never
so- so-
live streaming the game.
So
and I stayed quiet.
Juan's been guessing what I'm doing. So he has not been
Yes.
seeing my gameplay, which is probably why he hasn't been helping me the entire time. But it's okay. I forgive him.
And the thing is, I wanted to say something at the beginning, but I thought I want to see how long I can go with it. And if you actually look back when you edit this, the way I reply to some of your comments, you're gonna go like, I am trying to like throw hints. It's like, oh, I wish I could see that. It's like, oh, tell me how it's going.
God damn it, Juan. Anyway, moral of the main story that we were talking about. I think I gotta go all the way to the fucking left. Don't ever tell the internet what not to do, because then they'll end up doing it.
Yep.
You know, it's just science, you know?
Giving it more power than it should.
Yeah, you're just gonna give them a reason to even check out the game just because you're talking about it.
Yep.
All right, let's see if this works.